up, everybody? What's up, everybody? Welcome to another hot topic on He Say, She Say with your girl, CoCo J.
And your boy, the Hood, Howard Stern, Q Lewis, holding it down from the D to the other D in the Rocky Mountains, trying not to melt out here in the mountains, man. What is popping? It is a heat wave across the nation. I think Jesus is mad, man. It's all the police brutality going on. He's trying to burn our ass up.
You silly.
Anyway, man, it's Friday, so don't forget it's Social Media Friday. So if you got social media like everybody else on Earth, then you got to hit us up on Twitter and Instagram. All right, so hit up my co-host, Hey, it's CoCo J on Twitter and Instagram. And, of course, myself, Hood Howard Stern, also on Twitter and Instagram, so make sure you check us out there. And if you got Facebook, you can hit us up on the fan page. That's www.facebook.com/He Say, She Say. All right? So it's been a long week since the last time we've been on the air, and obviously we got to see what's been going on. So, CoCo J, bless the mic and tell us what's been going on in your world.
Oh, what's been going on in my world?
Yeah.
Oh, okay. Let's see. What's been going on in my world?
Right. Well, hold on. What's been going on in your world that you would care to share?
What I would care to share? Let's see.
Yeah, let's just put it that way.
You know what? I've been chilling.
Man, you sound like money. That's always good.
I've been kind of chilling. I've been doing some research on my little nonprofit organization. I'm trying to get started.
Okay.
Trying to come up with the first event I want to do. I haven't really shared any information yet because I'm just trying to get some more things together.
All right.
And but that's about it. Mainly, my focus is that I went to a volunteer orientation yesterday at this. It's called Children's Center. It's off of Cass. It's in Detroit, off of Cass and Warren. No, what is it off of?
Well, yeah, right in that area, Cass and Warren. Is right. So it's on Alexandria. So it's right in that area. It's kind of not too far from the New Center area. If you're familiar with downtown Detroit, then it's right in the Wayne State area. So
right. So I went to the volunteer orientation because I want to volunteer up there just to kind of they kind of so much on what I'm trying to do, and I'm just trying to get some pointers and get my organization out there. So
okay.
I'll be volunteering up there for a few days out the week. So that was cool.
Okay, and since you said your organization about 5 times already in the conversation, you should tell the people what the name of it is.
The name of the nonprofit is Building a Feeling. And what that is, that's just a nonprofit. It's a nonprofit organization that's just trying to build a feeling up for our youth and our children. So they can build up their greatness and so they can have.
I mean, if you really want to know, go ahead and tell them the mission. All right, building the feeling is to build the feeling of greatness and unlimited possibilities in the hearts and minds of our children and youth. All right, so just keep that in mind. That's the focus of this organization.
That is the main focus, exactly.
Building the feeling.
Yep. So I'm just working on that. So like I said, that's my main focus as of right now.
Okay.
So you guys will definitely be hearing more about it.
And look, not to go too far into it because I know you don't like to elaborate too much, but I just want to say this: an organization like this, especially, and I know everybody probably say this about every organization, but especially at this time, I think this is something that's definitely needed because we live in a day and age where it's critical at this point that we instill some type of, for lack of a better word, some type of hope for the youth in our communities anyway. And when I say our communities, of course, I'm talking about the black communities, because when you look out and when you look at media, it's kind of somber. So this is something to kind of instill the idea that there is hope. And as simple as that sounds, it's so needed, though.
Yeah, and in despite of, their situation, their circumstances as far as, their household and what they've been told and,
right.
It's just they need that uplift. So it's definitely needed, and I believe it starts at a young age.
Yeah, for sure.
So it definitely has to be out there.
Yeah.
We have to share that with our children because they need it
Right.
more
Most definitely.
more than you know, more than we know actually.
Right.
So yeah.
I dig that.
But yeah,
Okay.
anyway,
I just wanted I just wanted to chime in on that. I just wanted to say that just to make sure that the importance of this doesn't go over the heads of anybody that's listening. You know what I'm saying? Because a lot of times you say stuff like, yeah, I'm doing this and doing this for the community. And I think sometimes the relevance of it goes over the heads of people who listen unless they're in tune to the same thing. So sometimes you just really gotta, you just gotta stomp it out a little bit. So I just wanted to do that for you. All right,
yeah,
cool.
I appreciate it. And then because I've been there, I've done that. I've been that child. You know what I'm saying? Who didn't think I was going to be able to, move forward as an adult because of, some things that happened, in my childhood. And then
Exactly.
so that feeling can get a hold of you, and it can take you places dark. It can take you to dark places. So, I mean, I just want to get it out there.
Yeah.
But yeah. Anyway.
I see.
Yeah.
Anything else been going on?
Let me see. Nope. No, not really. Other than the normal things, the regular daily routine things with the kids and all that kind of stuff.
Right.
Take my mama, take me this place. Can you take me that place? Especially my 14-year-old. My 9-year-old. He just came home today, actually, from being with his dad and his grandma.
Right.
So I kind of, but he came back like he never left.
Right.
Like, Mama can't do this, Mama can't do that, and all this, but
ain't nothing changed.
Ain't nothing changed, but it's all good.
Ain't nothing changed. I feel
It's all good.
Okay.
Yeah, that's about it for me. What's been going on with you?
Me myself, man, not too much really. Like I said, it's kind of one of them times where I spend too much time talking about the same thing over and over. So we won't harp on that. I will again mention though that the project that I'm working on that's dedicated to my mom will be released on 7/29, so July 29th. It is a small book, all right, which is going to be a letter to my mom, who passed away about a couple of months ago, and the title of that is Late Into the Evening. I've been advertising it a little bit on the websites as well as the social media, but you'll be seeing a whole lot more of it this week as we get closer to 7/29. So I appreciate all the support so far, and all of the support that's hopeful to come once it's released.
I can't wait to read it.
I'm pretty excited about it. It was it's therapeutic, as much as anything. So and I think this is the first time because I've written a couple or 3 books before, poetry books and things of that nature. But I think this is the first time where I can relate to some musicians. Like when I hear musicians say that a lot of times they put so much into a project that is because of their emotions, not motivated by what they may make, what profit they may make out of it. I think this is the first time that I really felt that. Like at this point, I'm more concerned. I was more concerned about getting my thoughts and feelings out than I was about how people might accept it. And I think this is actually the first time I've actually experienced that. So it was a growing process for me. So I'm thankful for that. Yeah. But outside of that, it's really about it. Just doing the other show, of course, E-Block Radio, that aired yesterday at 7 p.m. But don't forget, you can also catch the replay of that right after tonight's show, all right, on blackout.hearitnation.com at 8 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. So if you missed it yesterday, you can catch the replay tonight right after this show on the website I just provided for you. But outside of that, man, just trying to not to melt in all of this hot weather, because it's not only hot in Michigan. It's like it's hot everywhere.
Yeah.
Like it's ridiculously hot. I think probably in a little while, just like Al Gore was saying a few years ago, I'm pretty sure the Earth is gonna blow up. There's something wrong with it. Like it's just too hot. You know what I'm saying? Like it barely snowed, and then it's like you can fry an egg on the concrete. So yeah, I don't know what's going on, but
it's more humid here than it is really hot. But
Yeah.
that's the worst. The humid heat, right? It's like the worst. But
I agree. Yeah, I agree. Definitely, the humidity is worse because it feels like somebody laying on top of you.
yeah, so I've been definitely chilling. It's supposed to be like this for the next couple of days, if I'm not mistaken. Here anyway.
Yeah, I think till Sunday, I believe it was. Yeah, it's a heat wave. Like I said, the heat wave all the way to all the way, all the way across the nation. Damn, I can't talk.
Slow down, baby. Slow down.
Yeah, so it is a heat wave all the way across. So hopefully, people staying safe. Like, don't be out there cutting up grass or like doing yard work at 2 p.m. in the afternoon.
My neighbor across the street was cutting grass, yes, and it
Yeah,
was like
I'm pretty sure you weren't supposed to either.
And I'm just looking and saying to myself, I hope he have a bottle of water in his pocket or on the porch sitting somewhere, because it was like hot.
Yeah, and I'm pretty sure that you wasn't supposed to cut no grass yesterday anyway. Like, it wasn't like an ozone action day or something.
I don't know.
It should have been. Should have like 1,000.
It would have been too hot for me to get out and
cut
grass. But you'll be surprised how many people still do those sorts of things when it's real hot.
Yeah.
Like hot as hell like that. But they do it.
Yeah.
So,
do your thing.
Right, for the people who out there who still want to, be out in the yard doing work in 103-degree weather, drink a lot of water. It's the only advice I can give you.
Hey, let me ask you this though. Did you see him today?
I did actually.
Okay, so we good. Okay, I was wondering. I'm trying to make sure you see him today, because
I watched him for a minute. Now I'm not trying to be funny, but I watched him for a minute yesterday when I was seeing him, and I'm like, I'm gonna look out for him, make sure he don't.
Yeah, make sure he don't pass out. I mean, right, not funny, but just saying. Yeah.
Not funny, but yeah, that was one of the things that was going through my mind. But yeah, he cut it, and then I'm like, it didn't even need to be cut. I think he just wanted to be outside. It didn't need to be cut at all.
Maybe,
like, I mean, he cutting.
Maybe he needed the sunshine or the heat or something. You never know.
Yeah, maybe he need that vitamin D. I need it too.
Right, but not enough to be cutting the grass in it though.
But anyway.
Right, yeah, all right, we'll leave that alone. So shout out to people who out there risking their lives cutting grass and doing yard work at 2 p.m. when the sun is probably at its highest point and baking the shit out of people. So anyway, outside of that, man, we have to, and I know you don't, this is not really your thing, but we got to say something about what happened in Florida. And first of all, I guess you brought it to my attention because I didn't even know. I hadn't seen any news that day or anything about the dude who got shot by a police officer. Now, I've seen, well, first of all, I'm sorry, just in case if anybody listening who's not familiar. So, I guess I can't say allegedly because this actually happened because it's on video. But reportedly, I guess I say, I guess an autistic guy got away from the facility. His therapist found him. I guess somebody called and said that the autistic dude was threatening to kill himself. He didn't even have a gun in his hand. The therapist laying on his back with his arms up, explaining audibly, like you can hear it audibly. Like there's no confusion or anything. You can hear him saying, that is not a problem. Don't harm the dude, you know what I'm saying? And the funny thing is, while he's trying to really take care of himself, he's also more concerned about the autistic dude because he don't want nothing to happen to him. But he making it obvious that there's nothing going on, and he still gets shot. Now, not only was he shot, but he was flipped over and handcuffed into the ambulance out there. Like I don't know where this is at in the bylaws. I'm still waiting on what penal code this is where somebody threatening to kill themselves and get handcuffed. I don't know. Like it could be possible because I don't know the law. But then the statement though. Now I don't know if you've seen the statement. So this is. The statement says the unidentified officer who is on, administrative leave. The statement is he did what he thought he needed to do.
What was it?
He shot him. So he thought that's what he needed to do. So let me understand clearly that when someone is completely rendering themselves defenseless. I mean, because there's nothing he could do in that position.
Mm-mm.
When someone is rendering themselves defenseless, shooting them is what you feel like you should do. I want him to be able to stand by that statement when they sentence his ass. I want him to stand by that statement that he felt that he did what he needed to do. Because if that's the culture of the police department, if that's how they all think, or if that's even how a small percentage of them think, there needs to be an overhaul and a department to watch over their ass. And even though I know the government is going to make it to the point where it's probably not going to be helpful for us anyway, but at least it'll be throwing us a bone. Like maybe we feel like at least somebody trying to look out for us. I don't know.
Yeah, but I mean, I don't understand how that could have happened myself, and
right.
that just shows you that things like that occur often, and it shouldn't. I mean, they seen him. He was laying on his back with his hands up, had his hands up ever since the officers got on the scene.
Right.
So why not go? Okay, so this tells me that they were scared as hell, obviously, because while he got his hands up, they trying to explain. He's explaining to you what's going on. Why not walk up? Why not go up there and then, because it's like they shot him from a fucking distance, if I'm not mistaken.
Yeah, I mean it wasn't like close range, man. Yeah.
Right. So once after you seen that he had his hands up, why not approach both of them, the autistic man and himself, the worker. I mean, why not walk up there to see what was really going on? But instead, y'all decide to keep y'all distance and still talk whatever talk they were saying while he explained it to y'all what was going on. And all the time he had his hands up.
But you know what's gonna happen? He gonna say, well, they ambushed police in Dallas. They ambushed police in New Orleans. Most definitely.
But you know what? They shouldn't be able to get away with that bullshit because they are trained. They are, quotations, trained police officers. So every situation is not the same. So you cannot treat every situation the same.
You and I know that.
They should know that.
How it works.
They're supposed to be trained, though. They should know if somebody is surrendering and they haven't made no sudden moves or anything, take your ass up there and then handcuff them.
Right.
Like seriously, check the scene out. You gotta get closer to check things out, not just from a distance. That's why I say they were scared as hell. Obviously, they didn't even approach the situation until after. I mean, they didn't approach the two dudes until after they shot him. Like, really? But y'all seen him all the time with his hands up, and y'all hearing him trying to tell y'all. And y'all obviously seen, and I know when they got there, they seen that that could have not been a gun that the young man had in his hand. You could obviously see that it was some type of something. But y'all know y'all know how a gun look, right? Yeah, they should know because they're trained, right? Yeah.
Theoretically.
I'm just saying, but that's terrible. That's terrible.
Yeah.
So I can't wait to see what happens.
It just reminds you every day, exactly what it is. You know what I'm saying? Just as simple as that. It reminds you what it is to be black in America, though.
Yeah.
Like I said, it seems like I'm talking about that every day. And I think I mentioned this yesterday on my show because I was saying, sometimes it sounds redundant, and then it kind of make you want to stop talking about it. But then I thought about it.
It keeps going on.
So, yeah, so you got to keep talking about it, because if you stop talking about it, it's kind of like it's a weird analogy that I always use, but it's kind of like you remember Freddy versus Jason, the horror flick, and when they was bringing them back to life, they went and found Jason, and then they was trying to figure out how to bring Freddy back because he was gone because everybody stopped talking about him. Right, so that's kind of the same concept. Like, if you stop talking about something long enough, people forget about it. So they had stopped talking about Freddy for so long, so to most people, he didn't exist. That's what's going on with black people and racism in America. They figure if you stop talking about it long enough, they'll forget.
Yeah, but this is something that should not be forgotten. So,
for sure. For sure. Did you just say forgetting?
Yeah. You know what I mean. I'm correcting myself.
I know it was still funny though. All right, man. So we're gonna get to the lesson at hand in just a moment, man. But if you're on eblockradio.com right now, you can hit us up 760-283-4647 and hit that number 1 key. Also, don't forget we're live right now on eblockradio.com, but you can catch the replay Wednesday at 5 p.m. Central Standard Time. All right, that's going to be on NewOrleansTalkNetwork.com. All right, so that's 5 o'clock Central, 6 o'clock Eastern Standard Time. So you make sure you check out the replay there. So, CoCo J, do you want to go to commercial or you want to jump right in? What you want to do? I always make this decision yours. Huh? What you want to do?
We can jump into the topic. I don't
Oh, yeah. Let's get right on up there today. All right, so if you've been checking us out on Facebook, Twitter, or Instagram, then you got to know what we're talking about today. Of course, we're talking about relationships, but I want to know, is an open marriage healthy for a relationship? That's what we want to know. All right, so if you're on eblockradio.com, make sure you hit us up, 760-283-4647, and you can comment on this hot topic. So, CoCo J, man, what you think? Is an open marriage healthy for a relationship?
No.
Simple as that. Next question.
No. I mean, what's healthy is just being single. If you're gonna get married and still have an open relationship, I'm just saying. Like that, it's more healthier to be single than it is for you to think that a marriage can be healthy or a relationship can be healthy if you both agree on having an open marriage / relationship. It just absolutely is. It makes no sense. What's the purpose of marriage? And I think nowadays people, you know how they say 40 is the new 20 and shit. They think marriage is the new what? I don't even know what they think it is. But they don't. Huh?
Hey, go ahead. I just had something to say, but go ahead.
They don't take it serious. It's like, no, marriage is not for that. Marriage is committed to one person and one person only. Besides God.
I gotta say something about this. All right. Now, granted, I'm not saying that that I would partake in an open marriage. I'm just saying. Now, what you first must realize is that marriage is. Let me see. How can I phrase this? Marriage is the corporate structure for the judicial system, right? And what that means is that once you're in a relationship and you get married, it turns that union into a corporation, a business, if you will. Now, what that means is that, for instance, we live together, right? We boyfriend and girlfriend. Let's say we're dating. If we live together and we have a disagreement and you throw me out, I just gotta leave, right? And then take whatever I had with me, like get out of here, right? But as soon as you're legally bound, making you almost as much as a business entity, then the courts get involved and then tell you what you can have, right? I mean, this is basically the logistics of marriage. Oh. It turns your relationship into a business controlled by the legal system. I mean, it's the truth. So what this is an opportunity for people to take advantage of the business purpose of marriage and then still live their lives, a different way. This is kind of like a manipulation of the legal system. What you mean? What am I talking about? It's what it is. I mean, you do realize that that's what marriage is. It's basically
not a business.
Yes, what you think it is.
Marriage.
Well, how come if you're married and then things don't work out, the courts have to get involved if it's not a business?
Not necessarily saying that the courts has to get involved all the time.
It's a marriage license. It's a marriage license.
Okay, but what?
You can't do anything without the government if you got a license.
Oh my God! So what does this have to do with having an open marriage?
Because this is why it could work for people, because they can use the benefits of a marriage, right? Since the system working you, so that's like people working the system, and then still living their lives the way they want to.
You should have an open marriage. You saying it's okay to have an open marriage?
I don't see a problem with it if it's two agreeing parties. Then no, I don't think it's a problem.
You see, you and everybody else, you are one of the people who obviously don't take marriage seriously, who obviously lost what the whole concept is, what marriage is about.
Well, tell me what that concept is.
It involves only two people, not one another. Y'all trying
to. Who told you that? Who told you that?
The issue
is. Who told you that?
God did, in the Bible.
God said something about marriage in
marriage
the Bible.
Is between him and two only. Y'all killing me. Y'all trying to change the value of marriage, the concept of what marriage is about. Marriage is not about not marriage. Y'all trying to make it y'all own, and it may work for some people, but I don't agree with it. No, y'all stop trying to make it like how can I say it? Stop trying to fix it. It should not be fixed the way you think y'all it should be, as far as when it comes to because y'all two are taking vows with one another, right? But just between y'all two, why would somebody want to agree on that? You know, you can have sex with this person, have relations with this person. Just let me know and be honest about it, and vice versa. I can do the same thing. What's the purpose of getting married? Like seriously, what's the purpose?
For the business purpose of it.
What?
And the only reason I say that is because if you believe that ideology that you just said, then why does the court have to marry you? Why do you have to have a license to get married? If this is what's important, is the unity between two people and God, where does the court come in?
You mean to tell me because it's a license, we have to...
No, what I want you to do is answer that question.
Okay.
That's what I want you to answer that question.
Because that's what you have to do to say you have...
Who told you that? Is that in the Bible too?
A marriage.
Is that in the Bible too?
No,
okay.
That's not in the Bible. But what does this have... So what you're telling me is that because we had to stand in front of a court or the judge, say our vows and exchange vows or whatever, that now we are a business entity. Now so if we agree, not in that aspect as far as okay, baby, you can go do who you want to do and I do who I want to do. Hell no, no. If you wanna refer our marriage to a business, it's just me and you, baby. We partners for life in this business, not nobody else.
That's what it is. Essentially, that's what it is.
Okay, but if you want to refer to it, then that's just going to be between us two. Then, if you want to put it as to say this marriage is a business, this business is just between me and you. Nobody outside. Nobody else. I'm just saying.
Now, is that business or is that emotional? That's like personal. Is that personal?
No, it's business. We in this business together. Only me and you. Nobody else. No outsiders. If this shit gonna work, it's just me and you, partners for life. We gonna make this business prosper. I'm just saying. If you want to use that analogy,
needless to say, you obviously don't agree.
I don't agree with you on that part. Hell no.
Needless to say.
No, because my thing of it is, like I said, that's why, and I'm not an expert on why people are getting divorced or why people may not even be getting married nowadays. But just listening to you, that could be one of the reasons as to why. You know, it's like, because people don't take marriage serious. Like, that's sacred to me. When you stand in front of God and y'all two take those vows and just like, ain't nobody else, shouldn't nobody else.
So why you can't stand before God and take your vows without the court there? If that's all it is.
What the hell the court have to do? What the court have to do with you letting other people in your marriage?
Because that's the main thing. Just for you to understand the main operative of what the thing of marriage is. Why
is not to have no outsiders. That's not what marriage is about, baby. Just because a judge say you are now married or whatever the hell they say. That don't mean that now it should be an open marriage. Now, it's some people that do, like, you know, the couple, Monique and her husband, from what I understand, they have an open marriage. Now, I don't even know the details about it. I don't even know how true it is. But I did hear that they have an open marriage. And I wouldn't do it, because me personally, I want my man and my man only. And ain't nobody else about to be involved. Now, if you want to, like I said, if you want to go back to this being a business, that still don't have anything to do with stepping. You basically stepping out on you. You basically stepping out on your mate.
You're not stepping out if you're in agreement, though. It's not stepping out.
So
you're in agreement. If two people are in agreement, then why not?
Would you be in agreement if I came to you and we married? Would you be in agreement with me if I say, baby, I think we should have an open marriage? You do your thing and I do my thing. We just letting one another know about it and be truthful about the shit. Would you be in agreement? Me
personally? No, I don't think that I'm capable of doing so. For me personally, no. But I don't see where somebody who has a partner and they are both in agreement, I don't see why it's a problem. And this is what I'm gonna say.
Why get married? That's what I don't understand. Why get married?
Because there are benefits. There are benefits to being married.
With just being single too, and have it's benefits.
I mean like real benefits, like health care insurance.
Is it really worth it though? Like serious?
Possibly.
Is it really worth it?
If you're married, then one of you don't have to have insurance, so that's less money spent there. So, the credits are combined. Different businesses.
Wow.
No, I'm just saying it's the truth though. You're saying wow, like
so
it's like you don't understand that.
That relationship can be healthy.
It could be.
It could be.
If two people are agreeing.
Okay, say so. For example, if two people do decide to agree.
Uh-huh.
And, it's been going, they doing their thing. And, as they call it, everything going good. And then eventually somebody decides to change their mind, or they want to just, they get more into their feelings or something like that, and just be like, I don't think this is working because you can easily, when you have an open relationship, you can easily, no matter how honest you are with your mate about who you messing around with and vice versa, what if that mate fall in love with somebody else that they're messing around with? What if they no longer want to be with you? You're opening up the door for all that to happen when you have an open relationship. You're opening all those doors up for that to happen, and it can happen.
Oh, right, because that can't happen if you don't have an open marriage.
I'm just saying. I'm not saying that.
Oh,
but why?
That's what it sounded like.
But why come in agreement with that? Like, why should a person agree to have an open marriage? I don't understand it. Like,
why not, though? I guess that's my question. Why not?
Why get married then? You keep saying for the benefits, but it's
for
like
the benefits of it.
But is that really worth it to get married? Like, just for the
first of all, women marry some men that they don't really want to marry every day. So obviously, the benefit is worth it. Like some women are in marriages that they can't stand to do, but it was beneficial for them. So obviously, yes, this does exist.
That's called settling. So that's a lot of people just settling.
Yeah, I don't think that's settling. I think that's them getting.
That's
them getting what they need out of the relationship.
But how long is that going to last? Like seriously, is it really worth it? And
sometimes it's funny.
You kind of got to ask yourself, is it really worth it to do it?
Sometimes it's funny, like I don't know where you from sometimes. Like I guess you think that the world don't work like this.
I'm speaking from my opinion. I couldn't do it, no. And I'm not saying that the world I am not saying that the world don't work like that. I'm just saying I don't understand it. If they can work like that. Because me personally, hell no. Hell no.
Right, I agree. I said personally I don't feel like I'm capable of doing it. But I don't see nothing wrong with two consenting adults making that decision. And I'm gonna tell you one thing. This is just our opinion, but I'll tell you right now that the courts won't like that at all. And I know you don't want to make that connection, but it's true because if you got an open marriage, and you getting the benefits of being married, but still basically like you put it, stepping out on each other, then that kind of, for a little while anyway, it may keep you out of divorce court. And then, you know, that's the government and the court system depends on people breaking up. Like, people complain like man, marriage is in 50% divorce. We complain about it, but the courts love that shit. They happy every time somebody get married because they know in a minute they probably go get divorced, and then you got to pay the government to get to leave each other.
Okay, so do you think? Okay, so listen. Do you think that people who is married, they should, if they had a open relationship, do you think that would make that would prevent them from getting divorced?
I think so.
Getting a divorce?
I think so.
So you do anything just to, I ain't getting a divorce, baby. Let's just have an open marriage. I do who I do, and you do who you do, and let's just be straight up with it. No secrets about it, no nothing. You know who I do.
If two people are in agreement on that, then I say all for it. Yes. FBRUblockradio.com right now, man. Hit us up 760-283-4647. Step out on your wife. We going to the phone line. I got 586-457. You on live? He say, she say. What's happening?
What's going on with you?
What up, though?
So I'm listening to y'all conversation. I got a whole bunch to say. So this your boy Marv again. So I'm listening again because last week I was entertained. So
for sure.
So first of all, marriage is completely a business. It's 100% merger between two corporations. Business-wise,
for sure.
That's why we have Social Security numbers. We are all corporations ourselves. And marriage is a legally tax-binding joining two corporations. So it is 100% a business in the government eye.
What's that got to do with outsiders, though?
That's just, huh?
No, I was saying, what does it have to do with bringing outsiders in your marriage?
No, I'm getting there. I'm going through some points here.
Okay,
so,
I got you.
Cool. So you're open marriage, whether you cool with it or not, I think for each couple, it determines, it's up to them. I'm not for or against. It's just how it happens. But, so you're thinking people only bringing other people in for sex. And marriage is not historically between man and woman. That's a Western ideal. If you go back in time, men have had several wives since the beginning of time, and it's not always just a sexual. It's not always a sexual purpose. Sometimes it's to join families to create more wealth. Sometimes it's together because you raising a village of people. Because if I got one wife that's great at banking, I have another wife that's great at cooking, I have another wife that's good at building, and now they can teach all these kids when you're raising a village. It's not always a sexual thing. We like in society today, we like to take everything down to the minuscule thing as a sex thing, and it's not always that, because we all know the longer people are married, the less sex they have. After the first 5 or 10 years, the sex is no longer not even in the top 3 of importance. So you have open marriages for many reasons, not just sex. And some people just freaks, and that's just what it is for them. Now,
why not stay single, though? That's my point. Why not just stay single?
That's like asking the same question, why would anybody ever get married? Because the institution of marriage in today's society is about the dumbest shit ever. That's like it's dumb as the fact that we pay for bottled water that's the same water that come out the faucet. It's just dumb. It's just dumb. In today's society, see, women got married previous to, let's say, the 85, 86, because just say realistically, financially, woman needed a man. If not, she would still be at home, because if women only make 73% of the dollar now, back then they made about 42 cents. That's why everybody grandfather got multiple families, because he would have 3 bitches, and grandma would just deal with it because she couldn't afford to leave. So,
no, that's real. That's real.
So you got to look at it like that. So people get married for a myriad of reasons, because it ain't love. Because love don't keep marriages together. Love is only agreement between two insane people. Because my grandfather told me that shit. So if anybody thinks that soulmates is just a ridiculous notion, because think about it. If you were only meant for one person, your penis and your pussy would only fit with that one person. What if your person is around the world or your person dies? And feelings change, because the same person you are now, you wasn't that person 5 years ago. At least you shouldn't have been. And the same person you are now, you won't be 5 years from now. So things may change. You may want to open some shit up. Things change or whatever.
So let me explain to both of you what an open relationship is, an open marriage is. An open marriage or open relationship is when both partners agree with one another to have sexual relations with others.
No, that's just one part of an open. That's one part of an open marriage.
But that's one part because. Okay. Well, that's the definition of open marriage.
No, because you got to think. People just go to the dictionary. People have different, because sometimes that's her definition, because people have open marriage. Sometimes it may just be a friendship thing, so you might be open, like, because women get more upset as you build a bond with another woman mentally and emotionally more than they get upset that you go get some pussy on the side. Because let's be realistic. I'm going to say, this number is not a fact, but I'm going to say 75% of men and women are cheating anyway. I know 90% of my friends got side bitches. Like, good thing we got friends, buddy. Yeah, it's just good thing we got friends, buddy. It's just a fact. Now, even me, I've been with my woman for 7 years now. I haven't cheated on her, but in my past, I'm a prolific cheater. I'm fucking A1 skill, never been caught. Proud of it. You know, but having an open marriage is only up to the people. So I can't say whether it's wrong or right.
Agree so let me ask you this, Mark. Since you've been with your woman for 7 years and y'all get married, would you agree to have an open marriage with her?
If that's what works for us. Because here's my thing on cheating or open.
So you don't have an issue with having an open marriage?
If that's what me and her decided. But here's my thing. With cheating or open marriages, my thought, if I don't know and it doesn't affect my life at home, I don't care. If she got another dude right now, but nothing changes at home,
it all twisted.
If she don't bring me nothing, why would I care? Because I don't know.
Wow.
And in that case, ignorance is bliss.
You know what?
You don't care because you know.
I don't know. Okay, first of all, I'm gonna tell y'all both of y'all this. That's ignorant. Period. If you can sit up here and say, both of y'all, if y'all can sit up here and say that as long as she don't bring y'all anything and or whatever, what's the purpose of getting married? Stay like y'all are. Don't get married then. Y'all can have an open relationship just by being boyfriend and girlfriend.
Yeah, but that bond of marriage can bring a different business aspect. I'm telling you, that's all marriage.
Yeah, that's what marriage is. Besides business, listen. Besides business, what's the difference between me being married and me just being with my girl for the last 7 years? What's the difference besides the business aspect?
You're not cheating on her now or stepping out on now. Y'all don't have an open relationship now, so why do it when you married?
No, boy. I didn't say I was going to do it, but if that's something we come to decide later down the line, if that's something we decide,
okay.
If that's what we decide, like if you and your husband decide that 5 years from now,
I would never understand it. No,
it's just a decision.
Yeah,
like,
it is.
If you and your husband, that's in your opinion, because if you and your husband decide 5 years from now, it's a horrible decision today. 5 years from now, it might not be. It's only a decision. Just because it's open for 1 year.
Me personally, yes. No, not even for a day. Hell no.
Because
for others, like I said, for others it may work for others, but for me, no. And
most people in open relationships and don't know. Most people in open relationships don't know. So,
you're right. But trust me.
Let's be real.
If I know, you better believe it's over with.
If you know, you know, but if you don't know and he don't know, and y'all both got Barry and Sue on the side, everybody still come home and be happy.
Barry.
But that's what's going on with the people that do know that they, it never became an agreement that they have an open relationship or marriage. But most women nowadays be like, I don't care what he do as long as he just take care of home first and give me what I need and paying the bills and stuff. Like, I never got that. I guess I'm just stuck. I'm not even getting that point in my life.
Are you
where I'm just gonna say?
Are you married or have you been married?
I'm not married and have never been married. No.
Okay.
But I know me. I know the type of chick that I am, and that's not gonna
you know
show
who you are today.
All.
You know who you are today.
I am 38 years old.
Okay.
Yes, baby. I know. Listen to me.
Listen.
I'm gonna let you off the hook, Marv. I'm gonna let you off the hook, Marv. Cause she ain't gonna let you go, man. And thanks for your call, though, my dog.
All right, thank you.
All right, man. Yeah.
All right, my dog. You gonna bust your blood vessels, baby. Hey. Thank you to my dude, though. Thank you to my man Marv calling in. Because my sentiments, exactly, dog. That's all I'm saying. I'm not saying that it's for me, but for people who make that decision, I don't see it as being an issue.
Understand it. I mean, it's not for. I guess it's not for me to understand it because that's their situation. But for me, like I'm only speaking for my opinion. Hell no. I know who I am today. I'm 38 years old, about to be 39. Ain't nothing changed. Because you know why? That comes in with morals and values and stuff. To me, that's my case. And when you have your morals and your values set in place like that, I don't give a damn if I can change it other ways. But that one right there, no, that ain't going to change. I'm not about to have
your morals and values don't allow you to have sex with multiple people?
I'm saying have an open marriage. Because marriage is like I said, marriage to me is sacred. No, I'm not about to say, okay, baby, we can have an open marriage.
So, I have to ask, if marriage is so sacred, why did we let the courts get involved? If marriage is so sacred.
I mean, that's what we have to do to
No, because religion is sacred, and the courts can't do anything with religion. So why is it that we let the courts dictate marriage if it's so sacred?
So, once again, what the hell what does that have to do with us standing in front of a court to get a license versus in marriage?
Because the standing in front of the court is the only thing different from you and one other person confessing your union in front of God. Still, what does that have to do with letting other people outside of your marriage come in? Like, what the hell do I have to do with anything? Okay, we got to stand in front of the judge. Okay, so what this means
what does that mean?
Is that, so did you ask the question for me to answer it? Or? Because if you just want to ask the question, you can just ask it. We can let the shit float on. Because you asked and I was trying to answer. So if you want to just let it go, it's cool. Go ahead with what you were saying.
No, I'm good.
So what I'm saying, though, is the courts being involved is a different aspect of marriage. So if two people are agreeing on that, the court aspect, which I call the business aspect of it, then if they decide to do something socially between each other that is outside of that union, and they agree on that, then why not? That's their decision. Why not? It's not illegal.
It's not illegal, but it's just wrong. Why would you want to?
Who said it was wrong?
It might not be wrong for.
Who said it was wrong?
Let me answer it. It's wrong for me. So.
Okay,
so listen.
Simple enough.
I'm not finished. It's
you
wrong.
gotta listen. I know.
But why would? Like I said, I would never understand that, because why would you be okay with your wife or your husband having these emotional attachments and having these sexual relations with another person? Why?
Nicole,
How can you seriously be okay with that?
Nicole, you just said a moment ago that there are women out there that do that right now. So I don't care what he's doing. So how are you gonna say?
I said I do not understand it, and I would never understand that. How could they do it? It is some people out there that does it, but I don't understand. I don't understand how they can do it. Like that's absurd to me.
It's people that smoke crack, and I don't understand how they do it, but they do it. They do it though. Like crack kills, but they still do it.
That's something that's something that I know that I would never be able to do. And Marv said, I say that now, and I may change later down the line. No, I'm not. Because if I'm married, I'm married, and that's gonna be my husband and my husband only. And if he come to me with some shit like that, talking about, baby, we should have an open marriage. Oh, baby, you ain't got to worry about it. You can have as many as you want, because I'm done with you. You not coming to me with that bull crap, because that's bull crap. An open marriage, but like it works for people. I don't know why.
Or for instance, real quick before, because it's time to get out of here. But for instance, what if you got kids? You know what I'm saying? And it's more beneficial for you to stay together for the kids' sake. People do that all the time.
Oh my God! Yeah,
so I'm just saying. I'm just asking. I'm asking.
Right.
So I'm asking. So is that a different situation?
No, I'm not about to say. If I'm not happy, I mean that's just to me. I mean I don't understand how can a relationship be healthy? Like seriously. It gotta be fucking messed up if y'all talking about off rip for marriage. Some ain't right. If y'all still if it's okay with
I can't say that because
some ain't right with it.
Because
right.
Kings in Africa had several wives, and Africa was one of the richest countries before it got raped and pillaged. So I can't say that's not that's
what
true.
Rich got to do with having an open relationship?
They have power. I'm saying so I can't say that having multiple situations outside of marriage was not successful because obviously those kinds of relationships built dynasties back in the day.
Well,
I'm just saying. Hey, look,
dynasties
you talked the whole hour out, man. You talked the whole hour out, man. We're gonna get up out of here in a minute. If you got a last second, it's got to be like 20-second comment. Then you hit us up 760-283-4647. And hit that number 1 key. But real quick, we just go back around. So I already know the answer, but just for people who may just be checking in, CoCo J, man, what you say? Is an open marriage healthy for a relationship? Don't get long-winded.
just based off the conversation that we had about this topic, it may work for some people, and I will never grasp that understanding as how it could work and how can but. For some people, they open to it. Me personally, hell no. I don't think that having an open marriage is healthy for a relationship. Even if that becomes the ideal off rip, that relationship cannot be healthy. If you're okay with having an open relationship, it's unhealthy right there and then. So no, what's the point of getting married? To me, you saying a business entity or whatever, yes. Marriage is somewhat like a business, but what the hell I got to do with stepping outside your marriage? That business is between you and your partner only. So I don't understand it. I would never do it. Some people do it, but me, no. I'm 39 years old. Well, we'll be 39 next month. And it's nothing going to change on that. Trust me. I'm not. I'm sticking with what I'm saying.
All right.
It cannot be a healthy marriage.
All right. I see.
If you decide to have an open marriage. Not in my case, no.
All right, so we're going to wrap it on up. And again, you know what I'm saying, this for entertainment purposes only. Of course, we're not by any means anyone who can give you real solid advice. Like, we're not like, therapists or nothing. But, just some insight between us. But I did want to say that, so even though you probably, lost your voice and maybe went up a few decibels on the, Anyway, I do agree, though. I do agree that, it's not something that will work for me. I agree. I said that before. It's not something that I'm capable of doing. But I can't knock the hustle of two agreeing parties that want to do it because, to me, and you say how you relate to business is like this. If you got a job, right, and you get a part-time job on the side, like your loyalty is to your full-time job, but sometimes you do this part-time job to make some extra money. But eventually, you still keep that union with the full-time job. I'm just saying.
Oh, my God, no.
And so on that note, man, we going to On that note, we're going to get up out of here, man. I want to thank everybody who checked us out today on eblockradio.com, everybody who called in, and thanks to my man Mara for hitting us off with some testosterone, so thanks for having my back. I'm glad we was on the same page with that.
Oh, my God.
Because estrogen always outnumbers me on this show. So I want to thank everybody who checked us out. Don't forget, you can also catch the replay Wednesday night, 6 p.m. Eastern Standard Time on NewOrleansTalkNetwork.com. All right, so you can have a link on the eblockradio.com website. So until the next time, man, if you and your wife agree, go ahead and enjoy that open marriage.
Don't do it.
Hey, we up out here, man. It's your boy, the Hood Howard Stern, Q Lewis, holding it down from the D to the other D in the Rocky Mountains.
And it's your girl, CoCo J. Have a good, safe, blessed weekend.
For sure, man. And don't die out in the heat, man. Cut the grass next week. We out here, y'all. Peace.